about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and there he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden Barrett and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome once again to Sports Orbit. This is the Wednesday episode of Sports Orbit right here from Leadership TV. My name is Afa Acho. Salifu Usman is right here with me. Salifu, welcome to Sports Orbit once again.
Thank you, Alpha. It's always a pleasure.
On this episode of Sports Orbit, we'll begin straight from the home front and straight from the NPFL, where champions Rivers United, recall that they wrapped up, they became champions exactly, I think, 2 weeks ago, but they are yet to be presented officially with their trophy, and we understand that that presentation will be done officially on Sunday, which will be the final match week 37, completely match week 38. Sorry, 38 games. The LMC usually presents the trophy following the champions' final home game, where possible, and this presentation will be done this Sunday after match day 38 clash against Gombe United at the Adokie Amir Siemaka Stadium in Port Harcourt. Rivers United will also be, apart from being champions, they will be hoping to also create a new record as winning the league with the highest number of points, and also topping their closest competitors as Plateau United. If they win on Sunday, they will be topping with more than 10 points at the top of the table. So, I mean, congrats to this Rivers United side, broken all records you think possible. And of course, credit to Stanley Aguma, someone who has been around for a long time. And, for him to finally guide a team like Rivers United to the title is something to worth celebrating.
Yeah, you get it because it's a word of celebration. And then you also thank, just like you say, thanks to Stanley, you also thank the River State government for keeping him, unlike some state government, also unlike some clubs, but River United for keeping faith to Stanley for giving that length of time for him be able to still develop the team and then progress consistently. According to what the River United performance in the last 2 weeks, the last two
Gradually.
they have been gradually clearly show that they are easy closer until and they are now touching the final bus stop, touching the final epic of the title. So, and one significant thing about this season, apart from the pocket of some hooliganism or mass destruction of massive violence or at the match being attack of mass officials and also you see you can to the extent call the league average because the league was very competitive and nobody would doubt unlike previous season or unlike before, nobody would doubt the credentials of the champions. But they clearly that they deserve it, and for them from the start of the league they hit the ground running, and both them and the Plateau United were neck to neck until the Plateau United slipped down, and they were able to take that advantage and give the wide gap. So congratulations to River United, and yes, and just like you say, apart from they have been the champion, that does not anyway water down the match, the tomorrow's match. They still have something to play for.
Sunday, actually.
They still have the Sunday match. There's nothing water down. They still have something to play for, and just like you say, they have break a whole lot of record, and they still can use the opportunity to also create a record. It is good that when you have opportunity to establish yourself and to prove that, and why not take that advantage? That just like Arsenal, when Arsenal have opportunity to go on match of the
Beating,
network, they are not till today. Despite Arsenal have slipped up, they are not doing we do what in the league.
The record
It's,
is yet
it's,
to
it's,
be.
it's still a record at every
Yeah.
club, despite all the sources of Man City, sources of Liverpool, sources of Man United. It's still a record they still want to break. So River United, not there's no anything to say that tomorrow except the Sunday match is not what they play for. There's still everything to play for.
All right, that's that. That now away from that now to the ongoing WAFCON 2022 in Morocco, where Super Falcons of Nigeria will be hoping to book a World Cup ticket against for the World Cup next year if they defeat Cameroon in tomorrow's quarterfinal encounter. And of course, this will be a clash of neighbors. But if this was the Super Eagles versus the Indomitable Lions, a lot of Nigerians would have been, not knowing where to throw this match. But in this match, yes, there are no more minnows in Africa, agreed completely. But if you look at the record, Super Falcons versus the Lionesses of Cameroon, the Super Falcons, I think they have a better edge, against the Lionesses of Cameroon.
They have dominated
They dominated completely.
the 12 times and won it 10 times and all.
Yeah, completely.
So,
Exactly. It's just that the only fear a lot of football-loving Nigerians have expressed is the Falcons we used to know some years ago, even in this competition. Some are saying they are not the Falcons that before when the Falcons are stepping into the pitch. I mean, you know that this was going to be a whitewash, but now Nigerians are not that confident as they were against the Falcons. That's why even this match, as it's fast approaching, despite our head-to-head having a better head-to-head against the Lionesses, a lot of Nigerians are still saying we still tread with caution and not be over too confident in this match against Cameroon.
yes, in the
tomorrow.
world of football, there's no need for you to be complacent about all. You need to be up your guard, and not to sound too much confidence. You don't need to underrate anybody. And just like you say in your intro, just like you say earlier, there's no more minor in football. There's no any pushovers in football. So whatever, even the guy or the team you used to beat before, you cannot beat your chest now that I can go to that team and still beat them.
Yeah.
And even the Super Falcons we used to know before is no longer the Super Falcons. Not that the Super Falcons are not good, they are still good, but just as the other Africans have beginning to identify, begin to develop interest in the women football.
Exactly.
Before now, Africans don't see futures in women football, but they have turned that around, and a lot of them have begun to develop interest and have their strategies for the development of games. So also Nigeria, it is also a lot of Nigeria may be complaining. It's also good for Nigeria because this competitiveness that is growing up in Africa, that will make Nigerians more tougher
Exactly.
and more tougher
Exactly.
and keep Nigerians on their guard that well, we need to work hard if we must maintain our summit, if we must maintain our top position at the top. And at the same time, if that's why Nigerian have dominated African scene for a very long time. Out of 12 competitions, Nigerians have won it 12 times. But on severally in every Women World Cup, Nigeria has qualified for every Women World Cup. But unfortunately, Nigeria has not been able to get to the quarterfinal, not able to come to the semi-final.
Yeah.
But now it clearly shows that because there's no competitor at home, but they have the sort of will feel that they are just a champion. They are not a champion to be commensurable to what is obtainable outside beyond Africa. So it is good that the other African teams are coming up and giving Nigeria a challenge. That will keep Nigerians on their guard and know that we need to work hard to improve. So there's no need to cry over that Nigerians can no longer maintain their dominance. They are no longer giving the 12 goals, 6 goals, 8 goals, 9 goals score that it used to be. This competitive at Africa will prepare Nigerians for a bigger challenge at the world stage. That is, to me, that is a good side of it. And looking about tomorrow's match, yes, just like you say, the gap has been closed between Nigeria. The gap has been closed between Nigeria and South Africa. But even after that, if you look at these competitions, the ongoing competitions if you look at ongoing competitions, you clearly showed there's super far from Nigeria, just like doing Nigeria starting from a shaking note. So Cameroon also starting from a shaking note. Draw their first match against Zambia and then pick up from there. They finish behind Zambia in their group, just like the way Nigeria finished behind South Africa in their group. But in the whole so, and if you look at they clearly show that these two teams have what it takes to play for. You can't clearly see that South Africa, this Cameroon will have an edge, or Nigeria will have an edge. But if you give, if I may predict, I still believe that Super Falcons will fly off against Cameroon come tomorrow.
Of course, in their previous meeting, of course, the countries have met 12 times, with Nigeria winning 10 times, while they drew once and lost just once. So I'm sure a lot of Nigerians will be hoping that this meeting will be another victory for the Super Falcons as they file out tomorrow. Anyway, before that, some matches will also be going down today. And first off, it will be Zambia versus Senegal, while Morocco will also take on Botswana today. So, Lifu, quickly looking at these two games, who do you see progressing to the next one? For me, I'll give it to Morocco, being that they are the hosts. So, but surprises can still be there. But for Botswana, I don't think well they have lived up to expectation. So I feel Morocco should have the edge over Botswana. But for Zambia, Senegal, for me, I think too close to call.
Yeah, Gambia Senegal is still close to call, and if you're looking at the ongoing competitions, Cameroon, Gambia has a perfect start, not really perfect start. They drew against Cameroon and then finished winning their group with 7 points. While Senegal also winning also won their own group, also won their own group. So no, Senegal finished second in their own group. That's what they're beating Gambia. And just like you see, Morocco, Botswana, yes, that one you can see confidently that Morocco will take, and more importantly that Morocco win all their group stage match finish with 9 points. Botswana qualify as one of the best loser. Remember, Botswana were in the same group with Nigeria and South Africa. The only second with 4-0 victory against Burundi.
The whipping girls, brother.
Yes, lose their second match against Nigeria 2-0, and then lose their last group match to South Africa 1-0, and to go into against Morocco, who has maintained perfect 100% perfect record, and at the same time play in front of their team fans. So definitely, I don't think Botswana will stand any chance against Morocco. And like you say, for Gambia and Senegal, just like you say, it is very too close to call. It can go either way.
Yeah, I mean, with those matches, whoever emerges victorious will be in the semi-final and already have booked, a spot in the World Cup.
And that is the great motivation for any side.
Of course, completely. I mean, some of these sides know that they are not going to win it, but just make it to the World Cup and we are fine. Even Randy Waldrum has said so that, I mean, for him, the ultimate aim is even booking a World Cup ticket. Maybe if we get to the semi-final, then we can say, okay, let's see if we can even retain the title for another time. But the most important thing for now is booking the title. Then, of course, tomorrow, like we said, to be Nigeria, Cameroon, then South Africa versus Tunisia. Do you think South Africa? Yes, impressive so far. Do you think South Africa has what it takes to, give the Tunisians a run for their money?
If you are looking at the ongoing WAFCON, the only team that you can completely say that is started February is South Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
They have done it perfectly. They have started perfectly well with winning all their group matches with 9 points.
Yeah.
With 9 points and score a total of 5 goals.
5 goals, yeah.
Two against Nigeria, two against Botswana, then one against Burundi, and then 2 against. So, but what is that? But my only fear for South Africa is that, except at the last year Aisha Buhari Cup, when at the end of the day they were able, but they were always eager to beat Nigeria, so they were considered beat Nigeria. One thing about South Africa is that anytime they almost get close, they always collapse. Just like it happened in Ghana too, in the last edition in Ghana, they were almost close there, but at the end of the day, when they beat Nigeria in the final, it was a tough war, tough battle for the two sides. But at the end of the day, Nigeria have an edge. And just like this morning when I was discussing with Aisha Falode, the head of the women football and the Nigeria delegation to South Africa, he told me that yes, that nobody should be worried about the Super Eagles first defeat to South Africa. That has always been a tradition. That has always been that the history of football between Nigeria and South Africa has always been there. Nigeria wins some, South Africa wins some. It has always been there. But when it comes to where it really matters, that I've put in her own way, that when it comes to where it really matters, Nigeria's always triumph, and that Nigeria should everybody should hope that that's when Nigeria get to the final. And if it will meet South Africa again, think South Africa should forget this title. So then, but talking about the quarterfinal match against Tunisia, I think on they will always South Africa will be a bookmaker favorite.
Yeah.
Bookmaker favorite, but it can go, but there's always offset in football.
Of course, this is how they finished in Group E. Of course, Morocco finished first, Senegal second, while in Group B, Zambia, Cameroon, while Group C has South Africa, Nigeria, then Botswana finishing as one of the best losers. Same for Tunisia, also who finished as one of the best losers, and as a result of that, they've been able to, move on to the quarter-final stage. Anyway, that's that for the WAFCON. But at this point, we'll go on a quick break and then we'll come back. Sport Orbit continues. Don't go nowhere.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that short break. You're still on to Sports Orbit now, away from football now to some golf, where the IBB Golf Club Captains Inaugural Tournament will tee off on the 15th of July. That's talking about on Friday. Of course, Nigerian golfers will rekindle at the golf course as they, in the competition tag Harmony tournament. The tournament, which will officially usher in Mike Onoja Ekoja as the 25th captain of the tournament, is expected to feature about 500 golfers from across the country. So, another great game of teeing off this Friday at the prestigious IBB Golf Course.
Yeah, IBB golf is known for his tourist destination.
Yeah.
Apart from the golfing activity,
Exactly. A wonderful place to be.
It's a wonderful place to be for tourists. Both anytime you come to see even the diplomats are coming from all walks of all the part of the country, part of the world, to also come there and socialize. Apart from the golfing game that also going on, and as a tradition of the club, IBB has a tradition that every year they keep on appoint a new captain selected. Their captain is done by election.
Yeah.
It's not by appointment, it's by election that the member came together to their AGM to elect who they want to lead them for why. And the funny thing about that, we only have 1 year tenure. You don't spend more than 1 year in office as a captain of the club. And every year they keep on electing a new captain. And early this year, April precisely, Mark Konja emerged as the 55th captain of the club. And as a tradition of the club, once the captain captain always have what they call two major titles, two major tournaments, which he drive instead of aside other competitions, but he is only primarily responsible for his two competitions named after by his own name as a captain. First, when he came in, they called what your inaugural tournament, that is to launch yourself, your tenure. And at the same time, when we are about to exit, then they called the title as Captain Cup, your exit, exit of your tenure. And the man is now putting everything together and make sure that now coming this Friday, over 500 golfers will combine at the club to play. On Friday, the higher handicap from 19s and above will have the cost for them, and then why on Saturday, so the more experienced golfers who do those with lower handicap will have their turn. And from the chairman of the organizing committee, and Mr. Yakubu, yesterday whole lot of things to play for, a lot of prizes and a lot of things to be won. Yeah.
All right, that's that for golf. Now to some football. Um, where Lewandowski, as we all preseason has started for most clubs in Europe, and Lewandowski actually reported back to preseason for Bayern Munich yesterday. All through the break, there has been a transfer saga ongoing between Barca and Bayern Munich. Barca wanting to get the Polish striker, but Bayern are holding out for quite a sizable fee for Lewandowski, and Barca actually are yet to, meet up with the demands of Bayern. So for now, he's yet to, secure his dream move to Barcelona. Initially, they report that, he was going to force a move by not returning for preseason, not turning up for training. But um, I think he's back in training. I recall even during his time at Dortmund when he had to moved to Bayern, at a point he had to boycott preseason and to force a move, which he eventually got. And a lot of people have said he was going to use the same tactic this time, but maybe he decided against it, and he has reported for preseason to see how his future is eventually sorted out between
Maybe he has
the
to
two
advise her
clubs.
that sometimes you can't be lucky twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he just says that what happened what happened at Dortmund
Mm.
and Bayern Munich may not be the same if you want
And
that.
sometimes when you begin to do that too often, even some clubs will begin to.
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
affect you. Although
Yeah.
it's no longer on the side, but
No,
it
but
affect you.
yeah,
They
sure.
begin to tag you as an
Mm.
indisciplined
Exactly.
player and not respecting the club. So, but even when I saw the story, I said, that means this guy is not able to show up at what he wanted to do. But he's good at he give the club a respect.
The respect, yeah,
And I
of
believe
course.
the club, the Bayern Munich should also reciprocate and appreciate what he has done. He not to just hold on to his gun that no, if he had not allowed me to, I'm not going to come back. I'm going to force a move. But he has to understand. It's good that you understand that he has to be taught with amicable,
Properly, yeah.
amicable resolutions and let them go. Both parties, that is, in this for the three parties, both him and the club, that the two clubs agree, and then if it's left for him to move, and if it's over, and it's not left to move, then there's nothing wrong. You can still remain in Bayern, you can play.
All right, still on to transfer where this news came out this afternoon where Chelsea are close to a deal for Khalido Koulibaly of Napoli. Recall the Senegalese defender is high on the list of defenders Thomas Tuchel wants, especially with the departure of Tony Rudiger. And reports said that they are close to securing a move for Koulibaly to Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, that is a good one. Koulibaly, that the Senegalese captain, is
Yeah.
a very reliable defender.
Reliable, solid defender.
Very solid defender. The defender that command the defense well. And it is very good if defense can get him, and that will make a combination of the Senegalese in the goalkeeper and the Senegalese in the defenders. So if he come to join Mendy, that would be a
Yeah,
good
exactly.
one
Yeah.
for Chelsea.
Absolutely. Well, that's one to away from that now to some news. Recall that Pogba was yesterday confirmed as a new Juventus player, and in the past he had made some statement while he left United, but yesterday I think maybe his advisors had asked him to tone some things down because in football you can never have too many enemies because you just don't know what the future might hold in football. So I think he's beginning to tone down, and now he's turned back to say that it wasn't a mistake joining United. He said he felt injuries and frequent changing of coaches affected his performance and his stability at the club while he spent at his past 6 years there.
It is a good one. I know it is not right for players to describe or to tag Mayu as a mistake.
Mm.
That you make a mistake to go to Mayu. And you may have to even agree with him because when he first got to Mayu, he was a player where everyone wanted to be.
Mm.
He has a bright future and everyone was talking about that. Coupled with the Jew, just like he said, then begin to affect him. And then the problem he had with Mourinho and
Because on his past some indiscipline issues also.
discipline issues, just like we say yesterday, discipline issues contributed to it. But for him, maybe what he's trying to say, the indiscipline attitude is because of infrequent change of coaches and not understanding when you wanted to adopt to this coaching style of playing, you have another coach tomorrow. When you wanted to adopt to this coach, you have another coach tomorrow. But even if this time, if I may ask, how many turnover coaches Man you have?
Exactly, compared to maybe a Chelsea or some other. Exactly. So
the turnover of coaches Chelsea have like was just it's not 3. Mourinho to Mr.
Ole, yeah, exactly. Ragnick, yeah. And Mourinho stayed for close to about 2 seasons. So if you say in 2 seasons you couldn't adapt, Ole stayed for almost getting to 3 years.
Only almost played like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's an excuse
at all. Like our final story before we leave, still on Man U. Of course, yesterday they played their preseason game against Liverpool, and in Ten Hag's first game, it was 4-0 over their rivals. But Ten Hag clearly is not being carried away with that result. In the press conference after that match, he said, yeah, fine, the results, the scoreline 4-0, but clearly he saw that a lot of mistakes were still made on the part of his team, and he hopes that going forward, there's still plenty of work to do, and he hopes to rectify, the mistake. Yeah, of course, I watched highlights of the match review. I think they played better, but like you said, clearly some improvement needs to be made. But then for Liverpool, online, I think a lot of Liverpool fans are now beginning to say, I think selling of Mane was a big mistake on the part of Liverpool, because clearly yesterday it showed that without Mane, it looks like Liverpool will be in for a long season this time around, because the Nunes guy they brought in missed 2 clear chances at goal, and the rhythm of how Liverpool played, you could see that fluidity Mane has with Salah was completely missing in that game, and Liverpool fans were beginning to say Liverpool did not respect Mane enough to give him the contract he was asking for and just let him to go on the cheap.
Well, I think it's too early. It's too early to say that because even Liverpool play with that man when man was playing at the AFCON. So I think it's too early.
No, I mean they're saying in the long run. In the long run, because that chemistry he had with Salah and
it's too early to say that they are missing money. So let's see where the season starts. But what I wanted to say that it's like Ten Hag should also start to show some respect to Liverpool. Also, you can't beat a club 4-0 and you're still coming out to say that, well, I see some mistakes on my club. That is ordinary. You are telling that if not for the mistake that in your team, maybe you would have beat them like 5-0 or 10-0 or 4-0. So I should Ten Hag should be reminded that this is not a dust league where he maintains supremacy.
But I mean that's showing enough respect. He said he made some mistakes.
No, that's disrespectful.
Yes, it's not.
No. You are telling me that if not for the deficiency on my part, I would have killed you. That's what you're telling me. That's what it means.
He's saying his boys made mistakes. He expected a better performance from
his players. I fought with you. You beat me. And despite beating me, and you're still telling me that if not the deficiency or for the mistake on your part, you have received the help of it, or you have done with that. So if you beat a Liverpool 4-0, go and celebrate the 4-0. But you are telling that, okay, no, that's you explain that you are not satisfied with the performance of your boys. You can only say you are indirectly that there, if your boys have performed to your expectations, Liverpool would have been as good as 8 go down or 10 go down.
No, but I think on the other part,
that's disrespect to Liverpool. You should understand that when the league starts, he should know that where he's coming from.
Agree.
So when the league starts, Liverpool yesterday have nothing to play for. There's nothing at stake. It's just a friendly match.
Agree.
Watch how they leave. Remember the same Liverpool beat Man U 5-1.
He was not the coach.
He was not the coach. Now he's here.
So before
he says he should show some level of respect.
He's showing respect. So that's why he's saying.
No, that's not respect.
It's respect.
No, that's not respect.
Because what he expected was perfection from his boys, and his boys were not perfect enough.
So the perfection that translates to what?
Who knows? But we don't know. So I mean, for this part, his boys were not perfect.
If they are not perfect, they are not perfect, but they score 4 goals against the team on reply, and that means they are perfect. That perfection would have to result to more goals.
But
that is disrespect to Liverpool.
But I think if you followed him in the Dutch league, the kind of score lines Ajax give the opponents sometimes is actually mind-boggling. Maybe that's what he was expecting. Okay, he's hoping that those kind of things will continue.
The Man U fans will not be too excited about this.
No, clearly that's what he's saying too.
Be too excited
and he's telling, and he told the players too that don't be too excited. We still have plenty of work to do.
It's
good you won this match, but we have work to do.
I will take that away. Don't be too excited. Don't get carried away by the victory. But to say that the boy didn't play up to the expectation, they play up to just more goals.
Well,
We can't wait for the leagues to start.
Yeah, I mean,
definitely that
apart
from the competition between Klinsmann and Pep Guardiola, we now have Ten Hag who are also joined.
Clearly, I mean, before he came in, when he came, he said he respects
them, but
Pep
he's going to have their dominance.
No, he said he respects Ten Hag and Pep and Klopp. But he said even every era in football, every era always comes to an end, and he's sure that he's going to end that era. Well, we will look forward to that as the league. I mean, just about roughly a month ago, the league resumes 8th of August. That's about roughly about roughly about a month ago, and of course, hostilities will resume again. Anyway, that's the much we can give you on today's episode of Sports. Obviously, don't forget Super Falcons will be in action tomorrow once again, hoping to book a World Cup ticket in that one and see if we can progress further to see if we can clinch a 10th title. And we'll be here to give you a preview of that match as it will happen. So, Salifu, thank you once again for being in the studio today.
Thank you.
All right, tomorrow is another day. We'll give you a bigger and more exciting package of
the match will start at 6 o'clock.
At 6 p.m. actually Nigerian time. So we'll give you updates of that match. All right, stay safe out there. My name is Alpha Cho, and it's bye-bye from here.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.